Hey everybody, how's it going? I am here today to talk about our Mastermind program that we're launching next week. I can't believe it has crept up on us so fast. I got into this listing optimization masterclass, and before I knew it, it was like time to launch the Mastermind Group. And so I'm like, wow, I've been trying to get all of the pages and everything up and moving, and it's been crazy. So I love, you guys way back when, months ago, I put out that I was doing an ideation thing, right? I said, I'm going to do an ideation class. So many people struggle with coming up with good ideas. And I had a bunch of you sign up for that. A bunch of you sign up that you were interested in doing this ideation class. And so then, I'm starting to develop the material for the ideation class, and I realize that I can't just teach ideation, because you come up with a good idea, and then how do you develop it? How do you then find a manufacturer? How do you protect your idea? How do you source it? How do you launch it? There's just so many questions that come out of coming up with good ideas. So, yesterday I was watching the Tom Wang show. He was talking with this this guy who had built multiple 8-figure businesses. And it was a really cool presentation. It was fun to watch and listen to somebody that has built that many 8-figure businesses. But he was talking about how you really, in order to really have a successful business that is going to last, like beyond Amazon and beyond, getting into retail and really be successful on something like Shopify or, your own website, and just be totally scalable, you need to have something that's unique, that really is going to present something different to the marketplace that they need. And so he just kept focusing on that. Every time they would ask him a question about, well, what do you recommend? How do you go about picking a product, and how do you do this and that? And it was just so refreshing to hear that, it needs to be unique. It needs to be something different. And the other thing is they were talking about that. And then Tom asked him about, okay, well, once you've validated your idea, then how do you go about launching it? And I was like, whoa, you skipped a huge step there. Like, you can't just go from I have a good idea and I validated it to launch. You have to develop that idea and source it, right? It's not so easy. So many people come to me with problems of how do I find a manufacturer, and how do I even approach a manufacturer, and is my pricing right, and how do I negotiate this, and all of that? Because if that isn't right, then you can't, it's really hard to scale a business when you don't have any margin. And anyway, so, the ideation masterclass of teaching you guys to come up with really cool, unique ideas turned into, oh my gosh, I can't just teach ideation. I have to teach all these other things and all these other things. And before I knew it, I had 42 modules lined up. And I was like, okay, all of these things are important. All of these things are awesome, right? So this was all pre-corona. And then I put it out there for you guys. I said, hey, the ideation class is now concept to launch. And we are covering everything from concept all the way to launch. And, sign up if you're interested. And I got so many more signups, and people were really interested in that. And so we weren't sure what we were going, the price we were going to launch it at. And we didn't know what was going to happen there, right? So, obviously the information, nobody else is teaching that. No one else is really, if you take an Amazon course, you're learning, okay, here's how I do product research software. Here's how I do these keywords. And then I'm going to just, go to Alibaba and find a supplier and have really crappy margins and then launch this product, right? But you know, even one of the really consistent things that I do that's different from what a lot of other people do is I actually teach you methods. I teach you hows. Like the people that just took the listing optimization class, they couldn't believe it. They were like, these templates are so helpful. And, you know, I feel like I've taken all of these courses before, but I never really learned how. And now I'm armed with all this information and I know how to do this. So anyway, you know, I was going to launch this course, this concept to launch course. And that was going to happen on April 15th. And, and then coronavirus. So that was fun, right? We went through the whole coronavirus thing and I thought, wow, this is not what my customers need right now. This is not what our community needs right now. They're not necessarily ready to spend $6,000 on a course right now. This is not what they need right now. And that was even discounted, right? So what I did is I said, okay, my vision for Amazing at Home was always to have a community, a trusted community where entrepreneurs could come and get real information that would help them in their business, that would help move them forward. And it was a trusted community. And, you know, so then we did the Inspire conference where we got to hang out together. And, you know, we've done so many things. We've done a couple of China trips with the Canton Fair Experience where we got to hang out together. I've done hundreds of coaching calls. I mean, I'm probably approaching probably near 1,000 now, just with so many different entrepreneurs at different parts in their journey. And I have learned so much, even from my own business. I've learned so much, but I've learned even more from working with all of you. So anyway, that brings us to this mastermind group. This is where we are now. So now we are launching this mastermind, and I'm so excited to be able to offer this to you guys. I want to reach as many people as I can. I want to help as many people as I can with this information. It's very hard. It's very hard to get on hundreds of coaching calls and over and over and over and over and over again have to help people who are upside down in their products. You've launched a product, you're barely at a 30% margin. You had costs you didn't expect. You weren't sure how to negotiate. And now here you are, and you don't have enough money left over to buy more inventory. So now you're borrowing more money, hoping that now that this product is selling, you'll somehow be able to come out on top. But it doesn't work, because at the end of that second round, you're out of money again, right? Or you're just not quite enough to be able to, you don't have enough money left over to be able to scale. So there's these fundamental broken pieces that need to be fixed. So I'm going to go through what you guys can expect in this mastermind. I'm going to kind of cover like what we're going to be doing, what we're going to be teaching, and please ask your questions. Right here we have Mind Your Success. What is this all about? Why should you join a mastermind? So if you Google mastermind and why people join masterminds, you're going to see that there are so many articles on why people join masterminds. There's so much evidence behind being successful when you're surrounded by other people who are choosing to be there. And, you know, you're able to learn more, you're able to do more, and you're able to do so much better than you could have done on your own. I mean, I know even on my own journey, had I known, I always say this, had I known then what I know now, I would have saved over $60,000 on my first product, between sourcing, between the costs of molds, between negotiation, between contracts, you know. And I thought I made some pretty good business decisions, but just the journey alone, I could have saved over $60,000 on just one product, in developing that one product. So for me, it's just been such a huge, it's been worth it every step of the way to learn from others and to invest in my education and invest in my experience. So my mission, as I said, I want to help everybody who's in this mastermind, help our members to come up with brilliant product ideas, because that is what is really going to set you apart and keep you from launching the same product as everybody else, right? I want to help you come up with those really great, brilliant product ideas, but not just come up with them, but actually validate them. So be able to move to market with confidence, knowing that what you are sourcing is going to sell, and to have a plan to bring that to market. And then I want to help you develop those products. Product development is a whole different side of things, right? It's one thing to have an idea, but then how do you actually communicate with a supplier and get them to manufacture your idea without worrying about them knocking you off and you know, taking your idea, selling up underneath you. You know, there's all of this. And then how do you make sure that that great product that you came up with is actually going to turn out like your idea when you manufacture, when you pay for it, when you put all that money into it? That's what it's all about. And then really just getting to being able to source those products and launch them. So how do you launch this developed product? How do you launch, you know, your differentiation? Obviously, Amazon is the place to launch it, but also you should be thinking about building your brand. You should be thinking about your own website. You should be thinking about your social media presence. This is how you build a brand today. So I have this quote down here from Michael Jordan: talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence wins championships. Yeah, you can do so much on your own, but you can do even more working together with other people who are on the same journey. And that is huge. So $49, y'all. $49 a month. That's it. That's all I'm charging for this mastermind. For our starter level membership, $49. Why would I do that? Why? When I know, I mean, I went to Damon John's course when I first got started, and just to get access to his resource list, it was $25,000. Just for a list. That didn't even help me source the products. Like, I still had to do all the work. You know, so I know that the information that I have to give you is incredibly valuable. I know that. I help people. I save people tens of thousands of dollars on coaching calls every single day. So I know that what I'm going to be teaching you is incredibly valuable. But my heart is in this to help as many people as possible get out of. Sometimes I feel like I'm swimming in a sea of scammers. You know, it's not necessarily that the Amazon opportunity is a scam. It's that this is business, right? It's not a get rich quick scheme, all that, right? And I just want to be able to help people with the information that is going to move them forward, that is going to help them start a legit business. That's what I'm aiming to do. So I know that at this price point, I can reach far more people and I can really help them. And I know that at $49 a month, you're not going to even question. You're just going to go, oh my gosh, I'm getting so much more, you know, and that's what I want. I want to create a community where you feel you are getting so much more value than you are even, you know, putting into it. I mean, that is the goal. So the other thing, you know, there's so many courses out there. Nearly everybody that comes to me has taken some type of course, and they've spent a ton of money on coaching, and you know they keep they're working through this, but you get all of this information. And how many of you, you know, I would love to take for example, like there's some new courses out there, and I've been taking a ton of them since Corona, but there's a ton of courses out there, but who has time? You know, when you're in the middle of running your business or you're still working your day job, how do you have time to like wade through all these course videos and try to apply the knowledge at the same time? Like sometimes you just need to be able to look it up. Like you need to be able to go, okay, oh my gosh, I need to write this listing. Okay, can I get a template? I need to be able to look that up right now. Or, oh, I'm about to start launch. how do I need this information right now. I don't have time to take a whole Amazon course to wait until I get to the launch part, right? So what we've done with this mastermind is we've created different levels of access. So, you know, at your base level, you're going to have access to the, you know, the content that we're teaching, 2 months of content at a time that we're teaching at any given time. And that at the higher level membership, you're going to have access to our entire course library for on demand, so that you can look up information as you need it. So that's the thing. And then the other thing is being in the Facebook group alone. So let's say you have a question, you're running through something and you have a question, you can ask right then and there. You guys already know how responsive I am, but being in a group of fellow founders that are committed to this, it's not just going to be me responding. It's going to be all of us responding and helping each other, because we are all, you know, dedicated to the goal of moving forward. So that's what's great about a mastermind format instead of just a course, is we are going to be able to ask questions and help each other for what our business needs at that moment, not just for what we're teaching at that moment, right? We might be teaching ideation when we get started, but you might be getting ready to launch a new product and you might need to ask questions. You might have questions about, I know right now in the mastermind group, we're actually talking about merchant fulfilled. You know, we're helping each other with our listings, because that's the course that we're doing right now. But we're helping each other with our listings, but we're also like, I'm really, you know, we're discussing like, how do we get this stuff merchant fulfilled? Like, how do we move more of our products and stuff like that? So it's just really great to be able to bounce ideas off of each other and help each other with this stuff on a daily basis. So open communication and inclusivity. This is really important to me. There's a lot of groups out there, and sometimes in some of those groups, you feel a little bit like, okay, I don't fit in, or if I ask a question, I'm going to be, you know, somebody's going to say something to me about it, like I should know that, or something like that. So inclusivity is really important to me. I'm not about clicks. I'm not about, you know, I mean, we're adults and we're on this journey together. Entrepreneurship is lonely enough, you know, so we need a trusted community. We need people that are together in this and that are here to help each other. And this is really, really important to me for, you know, our mission and our vision for the Mastermind Group. So clear goals and direction. So what can you expect in this Mastermind Group on a weekly basis? First of all, you can expect weekly training. At least once a week, we're going to do weekly training. And we will be, you know, going live in the group. We will be teaching different concepts, and you guys know the way that I teach. You know that I like to show you how to do things. I like to give you examples. I like to give you templates, you know, things that you can get after that week, right? And then daily communication. So this comes back to really just being able to ask each other questions. We have a Slack chat as well. So being able to ask questions in the Slack chat or in the Facebook group, and just really, you know, communicate on a daily basis at the speed of need. When you need something, you know, when you need to get an answer within, you know, a few hours, it's really important. When you're stuck in your business, sometimes being able to get those answers quicker is just really, really awesome. So, and then finally, accountability. I know previously in my Canton Fair Experience program, the feedback that we got was that people really, really loved the homework and they really loved the accountability. In fact, they wanted more of it. They wanted to be held accountable. So, you know, I think all of us want to be challenged. All of us want to be motivated. So we are going to host a monthly challenge, and we are going to challenge each other's growth, and we're going to hold each other accountable to that. So whatever training we're doing at the time, we will challenge you to complete tasks that will hold you accountable to that challenge. So whether it's, for example, if we're doing ideation, you might be challenged to come up with some new ideas, or you might be challenged to develop an existing product to the next level, right? Whatever it is, that's what it's all about. And it's up to you to participate in those challenges, of course, But for those people that really need that accountability, we're aiming to provide that. So what are we teaching in this mastermind program? First of all, we want to teach the process from concept to launch. As I mentioned, you know, I've been on hundreds of coaching calls, probably almost 1,000 now, or I have no idea. It's been years. So years and, you know, like 20 coaching calls each week. I don't, you know, so it's a lot. It's a lot of people that I've helped, and a lot of situations that I've gone through with people. You know, I have spoken at events. I've you know, gone through all, just so much communication with people. And I can tell you that these fundamentals, if you don't get the fundamentals correct, if you don't get them right, it is going to affect you down the line in your business. It really does affect you if you're not able to properly develop your product or source it at a profit or understand your margins or understand your numbers. 80% of the people that I talk to are not making any money, and we're just not making enough to actually scale their business. And it's hard, you know, it's very emotional sometimes. People are like, they're tired, you know, they've been on this journey and they've gone through all of this, and they're like, oh my gosh, you know, and to be left where you can't even pay yourself at the end of that, that's really tough. So the goal is for you to have an awesome, profitable business. That's what I want to teach you the process of. I want to teach you the process of setting things up right from the start. And I've made mistakes too. Like I'm not over here saying, oh yeah, you know, I've done everything right from the absolute start. No, it's those mistakes that I've learned from, and that I hope to be able to help others learn without having to necessarily make all of them themselves. So, you know, let's say you're already launched. So you might be thinking, well, this is not for me. I already have, you know, a couple of products in the marketplace. Well, do you have, are your products as profitable as you'd like them to be? Do you have contracts in place with your suppliers? Do you have multiple suppliers in place for any one of your products? Are you thinking about moving to other channels? Do you know what you need to do to prepare to do that? Have you thought about selling wholesale? Do you know if you have the margins or the pricing to do that? These are the kinds of things these are the fundamentals that are important to learn in this business. So that's what we're going to be covering. Now, if you're already in the high six figures and you're already very, very profitable, and you're moving into your seven figures and, you know, you're on a roll, this probably is not the group for you, because we're focused on helping people build that business. We're focused on helping people get to that six-figure point where they are really, really comfortable and they're putting that money in their pocket. They're able to pay themselves. They've got great contracts with their suppliers. They've got processes in place. They've hired their first couple of employees. That is what we're all about. That is our group of people. We're helping people get started. This is not the and initial scaling as well, but this is not the elite mastermind for 8-figure sellers. You know, that's not it. That's not us. You know, because that's not the people that come to me. The people that come to me with Amazing at Home are the ones that are trying to get started and trying to get some traction underneath them so they can, like I did, leave my job and do this full time and have a business that they can, you know, really live from and possibly sell, you know. So that's what we're going to be focusing on in this group, is helping you start your business or grow your business to the point where it is fully sustainable and you can either sell it or you can grow to that next level, that 7-figure, 8-figure level. So e-com and beyond as well. You know, I really, as I mentioned at the start of this presentation, I want to focus on so many things besides these fundamentals, right? Because you can get the fundamentals all day long, and I can teach you those things, and I'm going to teach you those things. But then you've got to fill in the holes. So, you know, for example, if you try to launch, but you don't understand listing optimization, you're not going to make sales. if you hire out listing optimization and you think that it is, you think that it's done right, but you just aren't really sure how SEO works and some of these fundamentals of e-commerce, you're not going to know how to vet those services. And I know that because I've literally fixed hundreds of listings written by supposedly professional copywriters, and people have not had sales and they thought that they had to give up on the product. And all along, it wasn't the product's problem. So it's really important to understand the basics of branding, listing optimization, copywriting. Now, do I need you to do all of these things in your business? No, but I need you to understand them at a fundamental level so that when you hire them out, you know that they're working and you know how to understand that it's quality, right? So that's what we'll be focusing on. Also, I'm not just going to be the only one teaching. I have amazing experts that are already members in our mastermind that are experts in PPC, experts in financing, logistics, legal issues, sourcing. You know, I don't do this alone, and I would kind of be bored if I did. So, you know, I want you to learn from the best, and so the things that I can teach you, I'm going to teach you, and the things that we all need to learn, we're going to find those experts, or we already have them in our group, and we're going to bring them in to teach us on a regular basis. So I'm excited about that. All right. The other thing, we do a lot of group trips. So we're going to the Las Vegas Licensing Expo, August 10th to the 14th. In October, we're planning a sourcing trip to Taiwan. End of October, planning our Chinese sourcing trip, as well as our China sourcing trip, excuse me, as well as going to Hong Kong for global sources. November 4th through the 6th, we're planning a trip to Melbourne to do an ideation and launch workshop. You know, so we do a lot of really great trips together. And how cool would it be to be able to hang out together? You know, we see each other in the mastermind group, but even our Inspire conference, it was so cool seeing people from the Amazing at Home group and community and meeting them in person. And so that's the whole thing, is like, it's much better when we can take these group trips together and do events together, and be able to really connect both online and offline together. So I'm going to do discounts. You know, if you're a member of the mastermind, you know, our trips are already really affordable and awesome. But if you're a member of the mastermind, you're going to get exclusive discounts as well. So services. We offer some services at Amazing at Home. We do photography, we do listings, we do coaching, that kind of stuff. Well, you're going to get services discounts. So that's pretty awesome. And then also we have trusted partners. So right now I'm so excited about building out our trusted partner pages. I've already had all these trusted partners, but now they are offering the people in our mastermind groups exclusive discounts on all of their stuff. So that's going to be awesome. So you're going to get exclusive services discounts on not just my stuff that I offer, but also our partners. And then upgrades. So if the $49 a month, if you know the 2 months at a time of education is not enough for you, you can upgrade or downgrade your membership or cancel at any time. So, you know, if you want to upgrade, if you want the course library, let's say, you know, you join and you're like, okay, this is great. We're, you know, for this month in May, you're going to get access to listing optimization. And then as well as we're going to start teaching about ideation this month in May. So you're going to get access to those 60 days of training in the base level membership. But let's say you want access to our Google Ads course, and you want access to the reimbursements course, and you want access to, you know, any of our other courses that are in our course library. Well, then you can upgrade your membership to the $99 level, and you're going to be able to access the course library on demand on the website. So that's where you can just go look something up. You can learn how to do something additional. And then if you want one-on-one coaching sessions, and you really, you know, you want that one-on-one coaching included in your membership, then you can upgrade your membership to the master's level, which includes 2 60-minute coaching sessions every month, as well as you get the full course library on-demand access. So those options are on the page for you guys. So who is it for? We've already talked about this. We'll reiterate though, it's, for new people that are just getting started and really are wanting to do it right the first time and wanting a supportive group. It's for existing brand owners that are looking to scale and learn new techniques to increase their profitability and scalability. So I want you to be as profitable as possible. I want you to have those fundamentals down, and I want you to be able to scale your business, hire your first employees, do all of that and do it better so that you are able to take it to that next level. And then just for those people who want accountability and a support community, that's what this is all about, is having that trusted community to rely upon. Other people who have chosen to be here and who have chosen to be on the journey together. So what do you have to lose? $49 a month. That's the first thing that you have to lose. But if it's not for you, you can cancel. You can upgrade if it is for you and you need more, and you can downgrade if you upgraded for 1 month and you're like, oh, I got everything I need from this course library, I'm good to go, I'm going to go back to the regular level and just take part in the mastermind group. Then that's up to you, and you can do that at any time. So it's really just the best way to get what you need when you need it. And ultimately, as I said here at the last part, from people that care about your success, I really do care about your success. I take it super seriously. Any of you who have worked with me know that I really do care, and that I'm a straight shooter, and that I won't just tell you what you want to hear. If there's a problem in your business, I aim to help you fix it. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm so excited to be on this journey with all of you. And I can't wait. Let's get it done, right? So how do you sign up? You can just go to this website right here, amazingathome.com/mastermind. And you'll notice the page is now updated with all of this information. And so you can read back through all the things that we did, and you can sign up for any of our levels here. If you go to Amazing at Home and you need to access this from the main page, you can just click on the courses menu, and you can click on at the top of the courses menu. I haven't refreshed this yet, but there's a mastermind link there as well. So, all the information is here. You can ask questions. You can, let us know what you need to know, and we'll get back with you. And as I said, right now, if you sign up right now, it's on a monthly basis. So you'll be able to kind of, set all of that up. But right now you'll be added into the Facebook group, and what we'll be covering is you'll have access to the listing optimization masterclass. For those of you who already bought the listing optimization masterclass, you will maintain access to that on the website. But if you are not joining the mastermind group, you will lose access to the new information that we are presenting. So, but everyone who joins the mastermind group, you'll get access to that listing optimization masterclass, as well as the new stuff that we're teaching on ideation. So we will publish that schedule next week, and we'll get started with ideation in the mastermind group at the beginning of May. So super excited.